passive or assertive?
What up, Jam fans, and welcome to Jam Talk. Today we're going to talk about something that I have was recently brought to our attention because we were listening to a Rhett and Link Ear Biscuit, where they...
I haven't listened to it fully yet. I just heard a snippet.
Yeah, well, where they're...
Listen to it.
They're talking about the differences between their personalities while they're driving. And it got me thinking, I was like, man, I am basically watching Max and me talk about this, because this is exactly what we're like.
So, the difference here is between someone who's got more of a
Passive type personality in situations and someone who's more assertive or forward, maybe would be what I would say. For example, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Of a nice way to say it? Or a good example?
A good example. No, of a nice way to say it. So, Max is the type of person that if someone does something wrong, he has to tell them that they have done something wrong.
This is my roommate example.
Yes. So he had a roommate that, you know, granted, did some not so awesome stuff and took a bunch of their stuff and left. And so Max, of course, was like, I'm going to message him on Facebook. And so
We have the technology, why not?
he started messaging with this guy on Facebook, and it didn't solve anything. It just made the guy like super angry, and Max was like, I can't believe that you stole our stuff and then accused us of stealing your stuff.
Oh, yeah, because he accused us of breaking his laptop.
Yeah. And so he was just like, which I definitely agree, and I thought, man, if I was in this situation, I thought, I would think, man, this guy's such a jerk. I can't believe he'd do that. But I would never approach the guy. I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna. Okay, here's my logic in this. I feel like people like that shouldn't just continue living their lives because they're just gonna think it's okay. If you don't tell them otherwise, they're gonna keep doing it. They're like, oh, no one cares.
Right. No one cares.
But I don't know. I don't want to let that guy just think to go off and do it to his next roommate and steal all his spatulas. We had 5 spatulas, and he took all of them.
Took all 5 spatulas.
Why? They're spatulas.
What are we supposed to do without a spatula?
I can't make eggs. I eat eggs like every day.
Yeah, well, and in this case, I understand, and I agree, but I still probably wouldn't do anything about it. And that's the difference between our personalities, is that I feel like I'm much more of a passive person when it comes to things. Another example, today we got out of our car and went up to a trailer to pick up some stuff, and Max gets out of the car, goes up to the trailer, and our buddies are inside, so he just goes on the side, and then he comes around the front and he's like like Max, you know, and that's just something I would never do. Like, I would not think to do that. Actually, I do think to do things like that. So,
but you don't?
But yes. So
it's awesome.
I went up to the front of the trailer
Life is so much happier.
to bring a water bottle to my wife, and
who was in the trailer.
And I looked up, and I thought for a second, I should throw this to her. And then I thought, no. Max would have thrown it. For sure, Max would have thrown it. Like, this is the difference. Like, he would have been like, but I'm just like, I just don't think that's a good idea. Like, I think things through, like, quite a bit. And I just think, like, in the moment...
You make it seem like I don't think any... You make
no,
it sound
you
like I don't think anything
You do think things through, bro. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I just overthink things. Let's put the negative spin on me. So I overthink it, and I just think, nah, she probably wouldn't like that very much. I doubt she'd catch it. And then I'm like, yeah. So that moment passed, and I seriously considered throwing it, but I didn't. And there are lots of times
because there's been so many times in my life where I've been in that situation where I consider throwing something to someone. Before I used to always throw it at them.
That doesn't surprise me.
But, okay. Usually, first time, honestly, I'm like, this isn't probably the right thing to do, but honestly, if I think back on it, usually, if it's the first time, I'll throw it to them. And if they don't catch it, I won't throw it to them again. I'll never throw something at them again.
Yeah.
Unless I just want to hit them.
You're just a spur of the moment kind of person, and you're more forward about that kind of stuff. And I think both of us struggle a little bit with letting go of things. Like, we hold on to stuff, and it just like pents up. And your solution to the problem is to like approach the person about it, like in the roommate case. And my solution is just like, I'm just gonna move on, distract myself from it, do something different. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'm so much better about this when I'm telling other people how to handle the situation, honestly. Because I was just giving someone advice about the same thing yesterday.
and you said, no, don't do what I did.
No, I pretty much told them, I'm like, okay, well, honestly, talking to them is not going to do anything because the type of person they are, it's not going to do anything. They're just going to get more mad, and you guys are just going to be yelling at each other in Disneyland. Yeah, I was talking to someone on the phone, and they were in Disneyland. So I was like,
This is the happiest place on earth, man. Just
yeah,
get
I know,
over
I'm
it.
like,
No, just kidding.
Just like, have fun. Like, you spend a ton of money. Go enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know, distract yourself.
Yeah, and here's the other thing is my wife is very, very much a passive person. And if she is super livid angry, you won't know. I mean, I'll know because I'll like ask her over and over, are you upset or something? No. But so I have these moments where behind the scenes, like I feel like I can talk to her about stuff that I get super angry about. So, for example, we had this guy drive past us. We were outside playing catch. We had our little baby with us, and we're playing catch with baseball. And this big honking truck came by and saw her, like, walking out to get the baseball, and it gunned it and gassed her. Like, got, like, blue, black smoke out, like...
Does she have Lucas with her?
No, I had Lucas with me. And it made me so mad. I was like, but it happened so fast, I didn't think to do anything about it. And because they're in a car and they're like, boom, they're gone. And so I just held up my hand, like with my glove.
That's probably what I would have done, actually. Sometimes things just happen so quickly.
Yeah, you can't.
Something like that's happened to me before. I was at the mall with Mason, cousin,
Okay.
and a group of like teenagers in a car drive by, like, giving us the finger, you know.
Just kidding.
This finger, no, not that finger, the bad finger. And that I don't know what to do. They're like driving away. I'm like, I think I said something like, I don't know, it's something dumb. Like,
Grow up.
like, you're cool.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But that's the thing, is you
I said something.
said something.
Right.
I didn't think fast enough, nor would I have thought something fast enough to say something. And you had to. Like, there's no, innate in your being, you cannot not say anything. You can't just ignore it.
It's true, because this instance on my mission that I told you about, remember? So I was on my mission. There's a bunch of missionaries in a room. We're at like some meeting, right? I turned to the missionary next to me because we're talking about something. I don't know. We're taking notes, and I'm asking about some notes, and I guess we're talking too much. And so a missionary on not the complete other side of the room, but about like 4 or 5 people away from me.
Right. Was like, I'd appreciate it if you'd shut up, Max.
Yeah,
Basically.
except he said Elder Larson.
Yeah.
Hey, Elder Larson, I'd appreciate it if you shut up. And I'm like, so taken back, like, oh my gosh, that just happened. Like, everyone could hear that.
Yeah, it was like super loud.
Everyone could hear that. Even like the leaders in the room. Like, what? Like, I didn't even know how to react. But
he reacted.
I reacted.
Yes.
And what I said, the other missionaries would not let me live it down because on the way home or every time after that, they're like making fun of me for my response. They're like, but get this. Then Elder Larson said, and I said, okay, what was it? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I'm blanking out, okay? Okay, I said, well, if you could say it nicer.
If you could say it nicer. It's like,
I'm like, well, if you could say it nicer, then yeah. And I'm like, that was like the lamest response.
oh yeah, yeah. And I don't.
I didn't. There was a ton of people in the room. I didn't want to say something rude.
That response would be cool depending on how you say it.
But how I said it wasn't.
No,
was
well, if
definitely
you
not.
could be nicer, it'd be more like, if you ask me nicely, maybe I'll be quiet.
That's just creepy.
But it would have been really funny. Like, totally.
That's true. That would have been clever.
How are you supposed to respond to that? What would the guy be like? Well, if please. Like, what would they? Then you would have flipped the situation, and he would have said. So that's the thing.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen because
it's too fast.
it's too
You have
fast,
to-
and I'm not going to think about. Oh, that would have been a clever response. You
Right.
only think about those things like 10 minutes after.
Right. We need like a team of people that are on like a headset that are all watching and can give us clever responses to things like that. And there's like 10
I
of them.
think that's called a conscience.
Is your conscience 10 people that are telling you what to do?
Yeah, I have 10 consciences. Of course.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I think that it's a good balance in our relationship as brothers that you are definitely more the assertive type and I'm more the passive. I think we need to take lessons from each other because I don't want people, I definitely get frustrated sometimes when I'm like, these people just walk all over me. Recently, I've definitely taken more.
I don't let people walk all over me.
Right.
I don't like that. I used to. Okay, that's kind of the reason I am the way I am, right? So in middle school, I would let that happen. And I got bullied really bad just because I let people do things to me
Yeah.
or say things about me. And I just, I had enough. And then people made fun of me because I said stupid stuff. But
No way around it.
less than before because,
And you're in control. in
yeah,
that
I
situation.
feel a little bit more in control.
But here's the thing, is most of the time you are not in control. Like you were saying, like your response comes before you have time to think about how to deliver your response or to say it, and you just say it. Whereas me, I just am like, I'm quiet. Like I might have a response, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want. It's also like a safety thing. You don't want to you don't know what people are going to do if you say something to them the wrong way. There are so many times where I'm just like, I wish I could say this and just get away with it, you know? But I think if we deliver things in the right way, like if you asked me nicely, maybe I would. You know, if you
sound
say,
so sassy.
yeah, if you say it in the right way, if you deliver it in the right way, you can get away with saying anything. I think everybody knows people that do this, where they're like, did he just say that? Or like someone can just straight up insult a person and be like, and the person just can't respond. They shut them down, and it's the way they deliver it. It's not what they say, because if you deliver with volume, you're going to be met back with volume. So in the Ear Biscuit we listened to, Link's response, the guy's like, they're in a car.
They're in a car. Something happened where they're having road rage with this guy, and Link's like, "Have you never made a mistake before?"
Which is the dumbest response ever. Which is similar to.
It sounds like something I'd say.
It does sound like something Max would say.
Because I would say that.
And Max. And so then his next response, the guy's like, "Why are you yelling?" He's like, "I'm just bringing it up to your level." And that's just not how you do it. You have to bring them to your level, not go to their level. And I think that's where you, if we figure out some blend between the two of us being passive and assertive, where we say it, but we say it in the best delivery.
That's what wives are for.
Yes.
And girlfriends.
Yeah.
To match, to bring you to the right level.
Yeah, and I think definitely my wife holds the reins so that I don't do stupid things or say stupid things all the time, which is great.
Which is every relationship I've been in. That has been good.
That's been good. Max dates people that can tone him down. That's good. But I think that you're right. But I think that there is a certain level where it could be fun to be assertive and be like, in that road rage incident, you'd be like, hey, buddy, you're not the only one on the road. And look, me and my minivan are just going to outrace you any day. Or, you could say something funny. Like, and just catch them off guard. I think of you heard of Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian?
Yeah.
Where he got pulled over by the police officer. This is the story he tells. He got pulled over by the police officer and he had donuts in the car. And the police officer's like, do you have any idea why I pulled you over? And he goes, because you can smell them. He pulls out the donuts and gives the donuts to the police officer. And the police officer's like, as you are. Because how do you respond to that when you totally backpedal the person
where they just can't respond because you've played all your cards.
Okay, so what we've learned from this is always keep
donuts
in your car.
Always have a donut. Right.
Always have a donut in your car to hand out to a cop in case they pull you over. Works every time.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. Probably not. Maybe.
Well, weigh in the comments. What kind of personality are you, and what do you think a good balance is? I think there is a happy medium, but there's a time and a place. I think it's safer to be more passive, honestly, because you're not going to tick people off and have people getting all angry and uppity with you, and you can just whatever, just roll with the punches.
True.
Well, like if you like,
share if you care,
and subscribe for more awesomeness.